What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Elite King here, and today I'm going to be doing a special video. I will be discussing my Amourshipping journey throughout the whole XY and XYZ anime. I will also be tagging three people at the end of this video to do the questions themselves. This was made by a YouTuber named Spanky the Umbreon. The link to his channel will be in the description. If you want to do the challenge yourself, the questions are in the description, so you can go answer them and make your own videos about it. But with all that said, let's get started. Alright, so the first question is, what was your first impression of Amourshipping? Well, see, I was really thrown out of the Pokemon anime as soon as, XY started. After watching most of Advanced and all of Diamond and Pearl and Black and White, I was really getting sick of the fact that they were just gonna go to Talos and do this whole thing over and over again. But then I thought to myself, I'll record the first two episodes for fun. I was, of course, watching it in dubs because I had not discovered the sub yet. But I remember one morning when me and my sister were watching it. As soon as that little clip at the end of episode 2 came on, me and my sister were just staring blankly at the screen for like 2 minutes, and we were talking about it for a little bit. And I originally thought that it would just be a gag and that nothing was going to come out of it, and that it would just be filler or something. But that was when episode 7 came, and that little flashback moment with Ash and Serena as kids, and I was like, whoa, they're probably actually going to do something different here, aren't they? And but I didn't really want to believe that it was going to happen because I was still shipping advanced shipping really heavily at the time, and still kind of am, with me being neutral and all, I still kind of like it. But I was starting to ship it after that one, but there was one big thing that actually got me into the community and actually started shipping and shipping more than advanced, and that kind of leads into my next question. All right, the second question is, when did you start shipping them? Well, when I started shipping them is really up for debate. I guess I really started shipping them quietly and to myself at around episode 7, because of the flashback. But what really got me into the community and really started making me ship them more seriously was XY59. The episode where Ash gives Serena that ribbon. That was one of the few instances where Ash showed hints back towards Serena, and what I really liked is how that ribbon was added to Serena's outfit in the anime in episode 60. I really liked how they kept that intact, while a lot of the other gifts that were given throughout the series were just there and not mentioned afterwards. So I really liked that moment. That was one of my probably favorite moments in the whole XY series, and that could lead to my third question right now. The third question is, what was your favorite Amourshipping moment and why? Well, there was a lot of great Amourshipping moments throughout the whole series. There was XY7, XYZ22, and of course the famous XYZ47. But XY59 would have really held, probably my favorite Amourshipping moment in the series. But my second favorite, which came in a really close tie, was probably the Amourshipping scene in XYZ episode 28. The fighting scene. A lot of people said that that was a not very good one, but I like to say that that moment is what made Amourshipping more real and started a stronger relationship between the two, and how Serena was able to snap Ash out of his depression. I just really liked that moment, and the fact that they made up and apologized in the end was just really great, and it proved that it's not dead and that we were gonna keep going with it. So I gotta say, that was a really happy moment for Amourshipping in my opinion. Alright, the next question is, are you happy with the ending of Amourshipping in the XYZ anime? Hell yeah, I am happy. I was just so happy that the writers actually decided to make that happen. May go in a little story time, but I actually remember the night before the episode when the third preview came out and everyone was freaking out about for some reason Serena was blushing and no one knew why, and I was just trying to keep telling myself that it's just gonna be a troll, nothing's gonna happen, and I was really upset, and I remember waking up the next morning remembering it was Thursday and thinking, all right, this is gonna be a hell of a day, so let's see what happened. I was looking for the video on YouTube, and I found that there was a stream that already had it open. and I like looked into the chat, and everyone was saying that Serena could kiss Ash, and I was like, okay, there is no way that happened. This has to be a troll, right? So then I decided to look on Twitter after a lot of the chat responses kept saying the same thing. I looked on Twitter and found 3 posts saying that Serena kissed Ash and a video attachment. And as soon as I saw that, I was seriously like, just staring blankly at my phone for like a good 5 or 10 minutes, and a lot of emotions were running through my mind. And since I had school that day, I couldn't really say anything about it. But when I got home, I decided to unleash all of that, and my response to it was,
hell fucking yeah!
I honestly thought that after we got all of those episode titles and all the leaks, I thought they were just going to throw a massive middle finger to all of us in the end. But the writers knew what we wanted. They had supported the pairing since the beginning, and they knew exactly what we had been waiting for, and they decided to include that. And I just want to really applaud them all from doing it, and I want to thank them, and I hope that we get to see Serena again in the future, which kind of leads actually to my final question. Alright, the fifth and final question is, do you think Amourshipping along with Serena will return in the Sun and Moon anime? Well, to be honest with you all, I do not know anymore. I mean, for all of you that follow me on Twitter, which in all honesty most of you do if you're watching this, but I have backed up a lot of the Serena to Alola evidence because I do believe that it could happen at some point. And all the evidence that people have gathered for it is really compelling, for me to believe that she'll probably stay longer. But they probably could just bring her back for a cameo and like only have her stay a few episodes if the writers were really gonna make it keep going as usual and keep the status quo. But in all honesty, that would just piss people off a whole lot. And after that whole kissing scene at the end of episode 47, I think more needs to be said about this. It's incomplete in my opinion. More needs to be said and more questions need to be answered. And also, Ash has been the protagonist for 20 years now in the Pokemon anime. I believe that Serena is a good way for them to end him as a protagonist. Because in all honesty, if he can't win anything in the end, at least let him get the girl. Because even animes where the protagonist doesn't win their goal or doesn't complete their goal in the end, they've at least had an ending at some point that everyone can be happy about. If Ash cannot have one of those things, then he is not a decent protagonist, and that he will just be a horrible protagonist, for all these years to come. So that's what I think. I think she will come because more needs to be said, and stuff needs to be finished. Now, please do not get me wrong. I love all the girls in the Sun and Moon anime. I really do. I mean, I love Lana and Lily so much. I also love every other character. But, in my opinion, though, more just needs to be said, and this needs to be, finalized and completed. Especially since, the writer did say that the age predictability in Pokemon is over and expect surprises. And don't forget the whole birth of Sato Seri thing basically said that, they most likely will get together in the future. How far in the future that is, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Anyway, guys, that is the end of this video. If you like this video, please leave a like and comment on what you liked about this video. And before I go, I'm going to tag SawyerCon, Peak66, and Alolan Jake do this challenge. So please, try and do this when you can. I know that you guys are Amorshippers, even though some of you like to be neutral, Sawyer. But anyway, guys, I'd also really appreciate if you subscribe, where I am also going to be doing, reactions and discussions to several favorite anime made like Pokemon, Sword Art Online, and Attack on Titan Season 2. And I've also got lots of other good plans in the future, so if you want to stay tuned, just go down and hit that subscribe button. But anyway, guys, see you next time.